All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Travis Flaherty. I have the privilege and pleasure of being your host here this evening. Just a little bit about me so that we know each other a little bit better. I've been married for 21 years, 6 kids, big family, love entrepreneurship, family first in everything that we do. Been a business owner for over 2 decades. After about 10 years of owning traditional businesses, I started gravitating towards opportunities that presented residual income. Residual income is the key to truly getting back your time freedom, being able to do the things that you want to do rather than the things that you have to do. I was presented with an opportunity very similar to this back in late 2005. And it was a brand new company that was just launching, brand new, unique delivery system in the marketplace. We decided to get started with that particular company. And the first year we started part-time, like a lot of people do in this industry, created an additional revenue stream for our family that really made a difference. That second year, we started to experience a little more residual income. And I can tell you that when I got a taste of residual income, that changed everything for me because, residual income is one of those things that whether you go to work or not, the check continues to keep coming in. And that was something that we got a taste of. And from that point forward, we were done, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of background noise. Let me mute all real quickly here. All right, there we go. So from that point forward, we were hook, line, and sinker. We decided that we would never again get involved with a business opportunity unless it presented a residual income lifestyle. Since that time, we were able to go from part-time to full-time in this industry. We've been in the industry now for 16 years total, full-time for the last 13 years. This industry has absolutely changed my life. It's allowed me to be able to do the things that we want to do rather than the things that we have to do. I love the fact that we can build a business. It's not even, I wouldn't even refer to it as a home-based business anymore. As long as you have a Wi-Fi signal, you can really build your business from anywhere. So tonight, what I'm going to be talking about is an opportunity very similar, in fact, to the opportunity that I got started with 16 years ago. It's a company that's 9 years old, and yet nobody knows who they are because they're just launching here in the United States. It's a company that has a very unique delivery system in the marketplace, something that's never been done before. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I want to introduce you to APLGo and the world's first DNA anion droplet. So if you have ever been out in nature before, if you've ever been hiking in the woods, if you've ever been near a beach and you felt just that relaxing, calming feeling, of course, some of that's because you're away from the hustle and bustle of life, but there's actually a scientific reason for that as well. When you're in those areas, it is now proven that those areas are full of, or the air is full of negative ions. And those negative ions have been known to provide a variety of health benefits. Now, one thing that I learned is that since I've been part of this company is that lightning strikes the earth up to 8 million times per day. And with that strike, it actually carries a negative charge. And that negative charge actually is a charge of energy called anions that help fertilize our plants and add to their potency. And of course, plants are routinely harvested for their healing properties. The challenge is once they're picked, they begin to immediately lose that negative charge. And that negative charge is key to producing optimal, highly beneficial nutrients. So what APLGo has done that no other company in the world has been able to accomplish is they have created a process called Accumulit SA Technology. It took over 20 years in the making for these doctors and professors to be able to really perfect this. And essentially what they do is they start by hand-picking botanicals at the peak of harvest season. Most of our botanicals are coming from overseas in markets like Italy, throughout Europe, where they're much stricter when it comes to pesticides and other chemicals that they put on their foods. And so we start there. We bring it back to our facility. And then from there, what we do is we have a machine that starts by violently shaking these botanicals to the point where it separates the fibers from the plant itself. And then what we do is we go in and we extract the DNA from these different herbs, these different botanicals that we're working with. And then we embed them into our drops. From there, what we do is we put them into a proprietary chamber. This chamber actually recreates the same effects as lightning, and it puts that negative charge back into these drops. So we created 15 delicious drops, each unique in their ingredients and their function. We like to say 15 different drops, 15 different experiences. One thing that I love about these drops is they work very quickly. So what's happening is if you've ever been to the doctor before and they've told you to put a pill underneath your tongue, why do they tell you to do that? They tell you to do it because it absorbs. It's the fastest way to get something into your bloodstream. You're bypassing the digestive system. You're actually absorbing directly through the mucous membrane. Our drops work the exact same way. Now, we don't tell you to put them underneath their tongue. The pharmaceutical industry has that phrase coined, so to speak. But what's happening when you put a delicious drop into your mouth is these whole food phytonutrients are actually absorbed quickly into the bloodstream as you hold them in your mouth until they're dissolved. And they taste great. They're convenient. They're attractive. They catch people's attention. They're very, very safe. They're very unique. We like to say that, innovation is key in business. And if you look at just the evolution of things like records to cassettes to CDs to MP3 players, and now you have iCloud services. In the health and wellness industry, we've seen the same thing. We've gone from powders to liquids to pills and capsules, which I don't know about anybody else, but I have a hard time swallowing a handful of pills every morning. It's something that I don't like doing. Then we have juices and gels, and then we have our APLGo drops, which are just fast, they're convenient, they're delicious. Again, 15 different drops, 15 different experiences. One thing that I want to point out is just how good these drops look from a branding standpoint. The marketing and branding is excellent in this company. It's something that caught my attention right when I first looked at it. And that's important because when you are sharing your different products or business out there on social media, you want to be able to capture people's attention. And that's something that we've personally experienced. We were once having a meeting and somebody held up a little baggie with a handful of our delicious drops in one baggie. And then they had a handful of different pills in the other, just the standard pills, the handful of pills a lot of people take in the morning. And they said, if you had a choice between this or this, which would you choose? And everyone that was at that meeting said, we would definitely choose the hand on the left or her right. And so again, it's just something that's different. It's a brand new delivery system. I want to talk a little bit about just some of my favorite drops. First of all, we have GRW. GRW, I start here because immunity is such an important conversation right now. Keeping your immune systems is obviously, a vital part of what's happening in the world today. My kids love this product. In fact, every morning I have a 4-year-old who wakes up, comes into my office. Some of you guys who've been on some of our previous presentations have actually seen this because he did this, our presentations, but he walks in, hands me his shirt to help him put it on. He goes and opens the drawer where we keep all of our drops, grabs GRW, comes over and puts it on my desk. It's the first thing that he wants in the morning. So if you look at some of the ingredients that we use are phenomenal. If you guys were to go to online, you could go to pubmed.gov, which is the government website that publishes a lot of information about ingredients, or you can go just do your own research and just start Googling some of these individual ingredients, things like echinacea root, and look at the health benefits of just echinacea root alone. Then you have cranberry, you have rowan berry, which is a phenomenal superfood. There's just wonderful ingredients that are in this product. One of my favorites. Another one of my favorite products is RLX. RLX is great for overall calming. It's great for those that struggle with insomnia, which is something that I've personally struggled with my entire life. And this product for me, when I take it, maybe 20 minutes or so before I'm going to sleep or want to go to sleep at night, it just puts me into that relaxed state. It's also really good for those that struggle with depression, with mental anxiety, which is another, something that I've struggled with most of my life is just anxiety. And so this product is great all the way around. Another, again, when you look at the ingredients, phenomenal ingredient list. One thing that I would encourage you to do as you're doing your homework, go Google health benefits of ashwagandha. You might want to write the spelling down. It's kind of an interesting one, but when you go look at the amazing health benefits that are associated with, or the conversations that are happening around just that particular ingredient, I think you'll be impressed. Now, we also have SLD. SLD is an amazing product. If you look at the first couple of ingredients, ginger, turmeric, wild strawberry, another one of my favorites in here is green tea. Green tea alone, if you look at health benefits of green tea, I think there's something like over 30 plus health benefits. Green tea has even been associated with conversations focused around cancer. Now, I'm not saying that our product by any means cures cancer, but green tea has been associated with certain type of cancer. conversations. So I would encourage you to go look that up. SLD is great for those that struggle with inflammation. So if you've got shoulder pain, knee pain, back pain, this is a fantastic product for you. Ice is another one that I love. It's great for digestion. Your gut health is the epicenter of your immune system. I think a lot of people overlook how important your gut health really is. And so this is a product, it's got things like sea buckthorn, chamomile, aloe vera, very calming to the stomach. If you have problems with acid reflux, another one that I struggle with, this is a great product for you. If the kids, when they struggle with tummy aches and they come in, this is what I tell them to pop as well. So what we've enjoyed about these drops is, they've become a part of just how we take care of our family. We've enjoyed the natural, holistic approach to taking care of our family. And then we have beauty. Beauty is probably my wife's favorite. Look at just the overwhelming amount of ingredients that is in this particular product alone. You've got chamomile, you've got apple, aloe vera. What a lot of people don't realize is that, we spend all this money on skincare, right? Cleansers, face masks, expensive serums, but your skin is a byproduct of what's happening on the inside. And so we're actually attacking beauty both from the inside and out. We both have, the beauty line from the inside. We just now are getting ready to introduce, going into 2021, an incredible botanical skincare line that you're going to be hearing more about as well. That we make. It's from Europe, and we are just now getting it in here in-house. So we've got a number of different ingredients that are pretty amazing. We own our own manufacturing facility. This is really important because we control the entire supply line. Having been in the industry, both as an owner, as a consultant, as a distributor in the industry, what I've learned is that the supply line is so important. If you're outsourcing all kinds of different steps, a lot of times, let's say that your manufacturing facility falls behind. What that does is it can impact the end result, and it'll impact your business because your customers are waiting for their products. And so we own our own building. It's a 48,000 square foot facility in Moldova. It's a beautiful facility. We control literally from the very beginning stages when we get those botanicals harvested all the way through to the end user as well. Our products are the real deal. There was a study that was done on Men's Health recently where they looked at the top 100 supplements sold on the market, and 51% of those supplements did not have the ingredients that they claimed they had on the box, which is alarming. So the fact that we are FDA registered, most supplement companies, you don't have to go to the FDA and become registered. Now, a lot of people say, one question that comes up, what's the difference between registered versus approved? The FDA does not approve supplements. So the fact that to go through the registration process is quite stringent, it's expensive. We have both our ISO 22000 or ISO 9001, which speaks to the standards that are upheld when we are talking about not only the good manufacturing practices, but the ingredients that are put into these products. They're both kosher and halal certified. So again, just made from the best ingredients. When we say something is in there, it is absolutely in there. We've got a daily collection. This is kind of your everyday products. We've got GRW. We've talked about that. GTS, which is a great product that I take right before workouts in the morning. Strength, endurance. We've got Norm, which is an amazing product when it comes to stabilizing blood sugar. Obviously, weight loss is a conversation that comes up quite a bit, and focused right around that weight loss conversation is stabilizing blood sugar. So this is one that's fantastic. Another one that would fall into that category would be GTS. Power, both for men and women. These are popular daily products for vitality. Power Men has some ingredients that are in there also that focus on targeting the prostate. Prostate cancer is one of the top cancers that unfortunately takes men's lives when it comes to cancer. So that's a great product. Again, not making any claims, but there are ingredients that are in Power that are associated with the prostate and supporting the prostate. Power Women, there's some ingredients that are in there that are focusing on your adrenal glands. Adrenal burnout is very common among women, which leads to feeling exhausted, not being able to lose weight, slow down of metabolism. So these are great products for you to be on. In fact, everyone on this call right now would benefit from these two products. RLX, again, great for anxiety, calmness, those that struggle with sleep, depression. SLD, great for anti-inflammation. If you've got some aches and pains, this is for you. STP, another one that's fantastic when it comes to headaches, things, pain, any type of pain that you might be experiencing. And we have our Premier collection. These might be products that you don't necessarily take every day, but you can. ALT, phenomenal testimonies that come from ALT. If you've experienced in the chat, you've experienced the benefits of alt from a breathing standpoint, from an allergy standpoint, drop an I into the comments section. This one is very common. If you go into our testimonial group, you'll see some amazing testimonials here. HPR, the liver, right? Your liver is obviously very, very important. So HPR is another one. Heart disease still remains the #1 killer in the United States. So it's important that we're supporting the heart. We've got digestion, and then we've got, MLS, which is fantastic from a, all the neurology, getting the brain, the mind, brain body connection working. This is a great product. There's some amazing testimonials that have come from MLS. And then, of course, you can't just have the beauty without the brains, right? You got to have both. So we've got our beauty, which we've talked about. Brain is another one of my favorites. Delicious, kind of a coffee flavor. One of my favorites to take. In fact, I put one in right before this presentation. I can take this and I can tell you I'm very in tune with my body, and within 5 to 7 minutes of taking a brain, I just feel kind of zoned in. It helps me with, even from a communication standpoint. I do a lot of communicating on the phones or doing webinars often. And so I can tell just how quick my brain is firing. I don't know if that makes sense, but just how quickly you're trying to draw on words when you're doing a presentation. This product makes such a difference for me in that area. So here in the United States, it's very important to have a customer-friendly model to be compliant. We love customers. We have a number of different types of customers. You can order directly from our website. You can sign up as a preferred customer, where you get the product just delivered to your doorstep once a month and get 10% off. Or you can spend $25 one time and you can become a Prime customer, very similar to becoming an Amazon Prime customer. And now you can receive 20 to 50% off of our products as well. So we love customers. One thing that I loved is that I wanted an international-based business, a business that when I'm going to sleep at night, there are people on the other side of the world that are just waking up, sharing my product, sharing the opportunity, and my business never sleeps. And I've enjoyed an international business before, and there's nothing quite like it. So the fact that these guys started off in Europe, and over the last 9 years, they've grown a business to the point where they're now at about $100 million a year throughout Eastern Europe. And now we are aggressively expanding around the world. Of course, we are in our Whisper campaign, Whisper launch here in the United States. Our official pre-launch is scheduled for March. For those of you that are watching, you'll be happy to hear that we have just secured a location for our event, for our main pre-launch event in March in Las Vegas at the Paris Hotel. So we'll be giving you more details about that here in the coming days ahead. So we're also in the process of getting ready to pre-launch Mexico, pre-launch Peru, and then you'll be seeing Australia and some other markets coming on board in 2021. So very excited to have an international presence. I'm also very thankful to have owners that I trust. Everything rises and falls on leadership. I've been in this industry long enough to know how important it is to lock arms with an owner that has your back. And I can tell you that Sergi is absolutely that kind of guy. He's 34 years old, got started in network marketing when he was 17, made his first million by the time he was 19. He's been a very successful traditional businessman, but always loved the network marketing industry. When he came across this technology, he knew that he had something special, bought the rights to the technology. That was 9 years ago. We just had our 9-year anniversary. So just an amazing guy. One, little fun side note about him. He's just as well known in his hometown in Russia as David Copperfield is in Las Vegas, because he is a very famous illusionist and magician. And he loves to bring that same wonderment, the surprises, that element to the company here. His wife, Olga, is a master's when it comes to marketing, which is why you see the beautiful branding, or, when you see the skincare, the beautiful Tiffany blue boxes. They just do an amazing job all the way around. Again, we love to have fun here at APLGo. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. I learned long ago, when culture and community align, that's when momentum occurs. And we are seeing that here at APLGo. We've been limited this year because of COVID, but these guys love to have over-the-top fun events, fun parties. They this coming January, for example, they rented a castle, a Medici castle. They're actually having a ball in Italy, in Vienna, excuse me. And the leaders are traveling to celebrate with Sergi at this particular event. He's taking them to the Vienna Opera House So these guys just do it at a whole different level. They love to travel. They love to have fun events. It's been a part of the culture from day one. When I looked at this company, so when I first got started with APLGo, I was actually hired as a consultant to help them understand the USA market. I wasn't necessarily looking for a new opportunity. But when I started working with them, what I saw was a convergence of forces coming together here that was very unique. You know, very rarely do you see a company that's 9 years old coming out of Europe that no one's ever heard of that's just launching in the United States. In fact, I don't think that's ever happened before. I love the fact that we get the best of both worlds, the stability of a $100 million a year company, but a company that was brand new in the USA and nobody knows about them. I love their unique products. You know, the industry of network marketing is somewhat incestuous. You know, I think there's something like 50 CBD oil companies that are out now. And, you know, I can go to the gas station and buy CBD off of the shelves. I don't want to be a part of a company like that. I love the fact that we're the only company in the world that offers these drops. I love the fact that they're innovative with their ingredients, with their culture. When you see their compensation plan, there's nothing like it in the entire industry. And so I saw a convergence of forces, and I don't know how else to explain it, except I just started to get that feeling that this was going to be a home run in the USA, something that I had to be a part of. You know, it's the right company at the right time. You know, it's not enough to recognize the opportunity of a life, you have to act during the lifetime of the opportunity, they say. And right now, you know, there's these windows of opportunity in this industry that don't open very often. They don't stay open very long, but when they're open, incredible things can happen. And, you know, John Maxwell refers to it as, you know, the big mo, right? He calls it the big mo if you've ever read his books before. When there is momentum, it turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Amazing things can happen. And in this industry, you know, 12 months effort could be equivalent to 3 to 4 years effort in other companies that are already at that stabilization level. So we're not just the right company, it's the right time in this company as well. I want to shift gears. I want to talk a little bit about the compensation plan. What I will tell you guys is once I truly understood what they were doing and the philosophy behind this plan, I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. A couple of different ways that you can get involved. You can be a customer, you can be a member. The difference between the two, customers just obviously buying the products, using the products, nothing to do with the business. Members, associates, distributors, there's different names for it. Those are people that are here because they want to take advantage of the business opportunity. They want to be able to promote these products, be first to go out and start sharing the APLGo opportunity with their friends. Now, I want to talk about philosophy of compensation plans in the network marketing industry. So if you were to analyze the different companies that are out there, there's all kinds of comp plans. There's things called unilevels, there's things called binaries, there's things called matrix. Everyone has kind of a different approach to how they pay their distributors. But the philosophy is always the same. And here's how it works. So early on in the plan, there's usually, every company has what's called ranks. Ranks are based on your overall sales volume that your team usually generates in a monthly basis. And depending on how much sales that your team generates, you can hit a certain rank. And as you climb the ranks, you start to earn more money, right? You either open up more percentages deeper into the plan, the percentages go up, maybe you qualify for car bonuses, whatever the case might be. So company owners know that a large majority, a high percentage of their sales force is never going to get past the first 4 or 5 ranks. Why? Because most people do it part-time. They do it in their spare time. They do it very casually. They're here to make, you know, an extra $500 a month, and that's fine. And that this industry is built on $500 a month. However, as you climb and start getting into, you know, where you start getting closer to the full-time incomes, it starts to get a little bit more interesting. And a smaller percentage of people make it there. And then finally, you have the top level. I refer to them as kind of the diamonds, right? The diamonds in a plan. They're the ones that have opened up the fullness of the compensation stories that you hear about, you read about, you see them speaking on stage, how the industry has transformed their life. Small percentage of people get into those ranks. So company owners know that. So they figured it out that they're going to pay out the least amount of money in the earlier ranks. And that's always bothered our owner. And so what he did is he came up with something called the diamond status. Basically, what he wanted to do is he wanted to give every single person coming in the door an equal opportunity to be paid as if they were a diamond in another company from day one. So here's how it works. There's 11 different ways to get paid in our comp plan. I'm only going to focus on a few today. By the way, If you don't understand all the nuances here tonight, don't worry. There's a lot of information I'm throwing at you. There's only a few takeaways, and I'll kind of touch on those at the end of this. But I just want to give you kind of an idea of how the compensation plan works. So first of all, we have a start bonus. It's kind of like, if you sell a house, you get a commission. Here, you recruit somebody into the business, depending on how they get started, you can earn up to $600 every time somebody gets started in the business. I have people that have joined my team, they've brought 10 to 20 people in their first month, and they've earned $5,000 to $10,000 in their first 4 weeks in the business. So you have an opportunity to be able to start generating commissions, upfront money right away. Second way that you get paid is called a group bonus. The group bonus is where you start enjoying residual income, right? Residual income is based on not just your efforts now, but you get paid on other people's efforts, right? There's a saying that I'm fond of: would you rather get paid 100% of your efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? If it's all the same, I'd rather get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts so that it's not all dependent on me. So the group bonus, what it does is they're going to add up your sales volume on your team, and you have an opportunity to be able to earn anywhere from 10% to 30% of that sales volume on a monthly basis. Now, what's the difference? So the industry kind of has a standard. The average is right at 10% of your sales volume. As you get into some of those top ranks at other companies, you can earn your way to 20. And if you're at the very, very top level, you can earn your way to 30% at diamond level. Here, you can walk in the door and you can determine what your status is from day one, right out of the gate. So if you want to walk in the door and you want to become a diamond, actually enroll on a Go Kit as a diamond, and you can triple your earnings right from day one. And here's the best part: in any other company, you have to requalify every single month. So it's not just enough to hit the rank, you have to requalify every month. Here, you are always going to get paid at that rank from that point forward. So people get very excited about this part of our plan. So this is called our group bonus, and then we have our matching bonus. So imagine this: you're a manager of a restaurant or a bank, and you have, say 100 people underneath you, and every week they get a paycheck. Wouldn't it be cool if, because those people are underneath you, you get 20% of every one of their paychecks? Now, they don't have to give you money from their check, but you got a match of every one of those people's checks. It'd be pretty cool, right? You'd be thinking, I want to get more people underneath me. Well, the same thing works here. So you can actually earn down 7 levels. So let me give you an idea of what that looks like. So let's say that you have 5 people on your first level. You went out, you introduced this opportunity to 5 people. They're each earning $100 a week. That's $500 per month. You get 20% because they're on your first level, which means you would get an additional $100 bonus. Now, this is in addition to the commissions up front when you bring somebody in. This is in addition to your team commissions, 10 to 30%. It's just a nice bonus. But let me show you how it starts to get kind of interesting. Let's say on the second level, let's say those 5 each were to go get 5 people. So now you have 25 on the second level. Each one of them is earning $100. That's $2,500 a month. On the second level, you earn 10%. That's another $250 that you would earn. But this is where it starts to get real interesting. So the leadership bonus pool really starts to maximize as you start to develop your organization. Let's say on that third level, you had 125 people that were all earning $100 a month. That's $12,000 times 5% on third level. That's $600 additional dollars per month. You go down another level, that's $62,000 times 5%. That's $3,000 a month. Again, you do the math, go down level 5, 6, and 7, it starts to get very interesting. Now, I will tell you that, previous companies of inside of 18 months, we've had over 10,000 people in our organization. If they had a comp plan like this, we would have been earning over 6 figures per month in that particular company just because of this component right here. So this is kind of the long-term pie in the sky. Mentor once referred to me as we'll call it coconut money. Coconut money is when you're making enough residual income that you can drink out of a coconut anywhere you want, whenever you want. So this is a lot of fun. This is where as you develop your teams and your organizations, you're making really good money. Now, in addition to that, we also have what's called a unilevel bonus. So the unilevel bonus works like this. Everybody you personally enroll, they're on your first level. Everybody they enroll, second level, so forth. You also, in addition to the check match that I just showed you, you get paid anywhere from 5% to 10%, see level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, of every single order, every single month that happens in your organization. Now, again, I want to point out this is in addition to the first start commissions. This is in addition to your team commissions where you're earning 10 to 30%. This is in addition to the check match. You're also residually going to get paid on levels 1 through 6, and you can see a little diagram on the left shows you kind of how that exponential growth starts to take off, you can earn a tremendous amount of money through the unilevel bonus. But here's what's cool. If you decided that you wanted to go to the diamond status, and again, you can either come in at a diamond or you have 90 days to upgrade to the diamond status, and you can do it in increments. You can even use your commissions to do it through your back office. Once you hit diamonds, you go to 10% on all 6 levels. So again, here it pays to be a diamond. We've got some other really cool bonuses that allow you to capture, get paid below those 6 levels. Not going to focus too much on those. Lifestyle and entertainment bonuses that go up to $3,000 per month. And then we have, of course, you get paid on all of your customers, 30% retail. And then finally, we've got some really fun luxury bonuses. So again, key takeaways. Any other company, if I told you, look, you've got a choice between 2 companies. Company A, you got to come in and you got to earn your way through all of those ranks before you get to diamond. It could take you years. And then once you hit diamond, you got to keep requalifying. Or company B, you could walk in the door and get paid as a diamond from day 1 and never have to requalify. Which would you choose? I think that we all know the answer to that question. Monthly qualifications here. So to qualify to earn all of the different options in the compensation plan, you have to have personally purchased 40 personal volume every month. That's $50 a month, folks. That's 2 boxes a month, and you are qualified. I love that we have a lower qualification. There are companies out there that require $150, $200 a month to stay qualified. And I believe in a pandemic in a time like this, it's very important that we're aware of what's going on. We're acutely aware of what's happening in the world, and we're in tune with that. And so you've noticed that the first 4 ranks in our plan, it's all 40 PV. You don't have to go up to 100 PV until you have 5,000 a month in sales. If you multiplied that times 30% as a diamond, you'd be earning a minimum of $1,500 a month before you have to elevate up to 4 boxes a month requirement. So we've got some different options and ways that you can get started. Doesn't matter how you get started. The only thing that matters is that you get started, especially right now during the Whisper campaign, because we are in a stage right now where most people don't ever hear about a company until it pre-launches. Our pre-launch is set for March, I think it's March 19th. So this is kind of the friends and family stage. This is an opportunity to get involved with a company that's really just kind of opened their doors. No one's heard of us yet. We already did over $1 million in sales in our 2nd month here in the United States. That's unheard of. That's an indication of what is to come in 2021. So we've got a number of different kits and ways that you can get started. The person that invited you here can really meet with you, go over your goals, what your expectations are, and then from that, we can help you to choose a kit that makes the most sense for you. Again, the diamond status is the key here. The goal is to get to the diamond status. For me, when I looked at this opportunity, I said, look, I'm a business owner. My number 1 objective is to be profitable. So how do I maximize this compensation plan? The key is to become a diamond. So my wife and I, we came in on day 1 as a diamond, tripled not only our group commissions, but we moved all of our back-end unilevel commissions from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 10% all the way down. And that has paid for itself 20 times over already. So very thankful that we chose to get started at the diamond status, but we've got options for everyone. So, in closing, I'll just say this. We are in a time right now where the world it's different than when we started out the year. And there are a lot of people that are struggling and suffering right now. There are a lot of people that are looking for solutions. You have both men and women that are trying to figure out how they can stay at home so that they can homeschool their children. An opportunity like this is the perfect platform for them to be able to take control of their life and have that type of freedom. You have people that have lost their income because businesses, restaurants, companies have closed or cut back or shut down. And I can tell you that this type of opportunity is how you gain some self-reliance. Self-reliance is a big topic of conversation right now. I mean, whether it's food storage or whatever it is, people are looking to become more independent. These type of businesses are the key to getting back your time freedom and being able to have more choices in your life. I will tell you this. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people present network marketing opportunities as get-rich-quick deals, because they're not. This business requires hard work and smart work and dedication and commitment. It's going to require you to learn some new skills, just like any other. This is a business. But I will tell you that the reward here is worth it. The reward is worth it. You can come in and you can start earning money right away. But is there anything else that is on your table right now that you could go to work on for the next 2 or 3 years that could put you in a position to be financially set for the rest of your life? I'm so thankful that we said yes to an opportunity like this 16 years ago. Never in my wildest dreams did I, go to school and, I didn't tell someone one day, hey, I want to be a network marketer when I grow up. Now, all my friends and my family want to know how I live the way that I do. I've been able to be at home. My children don't know any different than having their mom and dad at home every single day. We travel all around the world. We're leaving tomorrow on an amazing trip vacation to the Florida Keys, and I'll be able to just have my phone with me and my business with me wherever I go. So I will just tell you that it's absolutely worth it. And I will also speak specifically to those of you that are thinking, gosh, this is outside my comfort zone, or I've never done this before. Just know this, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. There's some amazing mentors, many that are on watching here tonight that really care about your success. And we do calls and trainings. We have private mentoring groups and communities that are here to really teach you how to build this business. And whether you want to be involved in your part-time, you want to be involved in your spare time, you really want to get after this, we have an opportunity waiting for you. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you being here. I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season. God bless. And we will see you guys again very soon.